Hi, I'm Emiliano Galindo, and I will be explaining evidence one. First of all, I want to explain how I arrived to the beginning of this course. As a student myself, the first day I started this course, I used to believe I was a person with a different view. I thought we lived in a country where some of these topics from the course should not be taught, as for me, they did not used to represent a real issue in our society. At the beginning, I felt curious, but I thought we were specifically going to talk about gender in general, but we also connected human rights, social inequality, discrimination, stereotypes, and issues from everyday life. After advancing a few weeks as a student, because of what I have learned in this course, I have changed my view on different topics. First of all, of them, it's gender. Learning how gender is not only about women and men, but also about social expectations and how language profoundly shapes our understandings of gender and sex. Language imposes hierarchies and perpetuates stereotypes. Also, I learned about how this has happened for decades and that there are other problems and that many members of our society have to face, such as Eurocentrism, stereotypes on how society has imposed beauty standards that if a certain part of the population does not match, um, well, they are not considered beautiful or accepted by other members that follow these criteria. And well, in the future, as a student, I'm aware of the gender perspective of social issues and of the need to preserve human rights. I picture a world where many of these differences are accepted, and a world where people are allowed to respect when someone feels comfortable with their gender identity, even if they are non-binary. I still think these changes are hard for our societies to achieve. However, with the course and well, having the implementation of courses like this, future generations can make a change, and we're one step closer to eradicating prejudice and inequality in our society by building a world where everyone can be respected. And regarding prejudices and stereotypes, at the beginning of this course, I had some prejudices. I used to think feminism used to be just a radical uh, movement, and that machismo was only present in very specific cases of extreme violence or discrimination. I used to believe that most of the difficulties, uh, most of the population did not have difficulties because of their gender or their physical appearance. I did not consider that, in spite of everyone having the same rights, there are different contexts regarding family, expectations, economic situation, or cultural stereotypes. So, after completing some of the sessions, all of the prejudices I used to have, they changed throughout the course. I now understand that social movements like feminism, they are not about hating men, but they are to seek equality and justice, as well as recognizing women's rights. I learned machismo is present in our daily basis with simple things such as the use of language. The idea of equality and equal opportunities changed as I know that people around the world face different challenges in order to achieve what they want depending on their context. And my space in the future, uh, the way I can apply this in my surroundings is by questioning traditional gender roles and promoting responsibility. I can also avoid jokes or comments that reproduce or transmit stereotypes. I could try to explain people surrounding me these topics, and I would say that feminism is a movement that seeks equality. Gender is connected to the roles and expectations society creates, and that human rights are the rights people have just because of being human. All of these concepts help create a society where we can ensure a high quality of life to people and also ensure freedom and respect among the population.